Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is the day I've been waiting for months. It's Mutera Alpha launch today. What does it mean? At first, from today on, we can explore some maps on Mutera, not just this one small house which was currently being available, what was available before. It is still an alpha version, so we can now talk to several people and NPCs, but we cannot fight any muties yet, and we cannot farm resources. So it's not possible yet to earn any tokens within the game. This is because in the first 4 to 5 weeks, it's more or less a free-to-play game, so that players can check it out and see if the look and feel is fine for them before buying anything. And then when the 4 to 5 weeks are through, then you will need a Tamer license, which I will show you now, and then you can start earning with the game. But what's then new now? In addition, before we are now looking at the game, we from today on it's possible to buy again things on the site. Today there was a start of the sale of Tamer licenses and from crates. And this nice guy here shows us what he has in store for us. So the first thing are the crates. Crates contain materials you can normally find when roaming through the world of Mutera. And this can be minerals, it can be plants, or it can be mutie drops. So when you kill a mutie, then it will have, for example, a leg of a mutie, an eye, a head, whatsoever. And these materials you need to craft different equipment or cages for your muties or potions, which you can use. In the crates, there are in addition 20 limited mutie drops, which you cannot find outside of the crates. So when you're roaming through the world, you cannot find these 20 drops. They can only be bought with these crates. And for sure, these limited mutie drops you need to craft limited equipment later on. Not more than that is known yet, so we'll see how important these are. I guess you can play the game completely without it, but it will give you some advantage, easier playing and things like that. There are 1 million crates to be bought, and they are on 10 tiers, which means so the first crate will cost $1 each, and every 100,000 crates, the tier is through, and you get to the next tier, and then the price increases by $1. So in tier 2, it will be $2, and the last tier it will be $10 per crate. For every crate, you get a tier point. So I bought 262 crates, so spent $262, and that's I get these tier points. After the 100,000 crates are sold, there will be an airdrop. And for every 500 points you have, you will get one guaranteed drop. This means it's 100,000 crates for 500, so there will be 200, more or less 200 guaranteed drops. And in the first tier, this will be common cards, and this will increase from rarity until in tier 10, this will be then a mythical limited edition mutie drop. So it will be always one of these limited edition mutie drops, which will be in the airdrop. When all 10 tiers are sold, so all 1 million crates are sold, then there is another additional airdrop for the golden leaf. And you get, per every dollar you spend, you get one golden leaf point, which will then, the 5 people with the most golden leaf points will get one golden leaf. And in addition, 5 golden leaf points will be raffled between all other buyers. So when you buy at least one crate, then you have or spend $1, not buy one crate, when you spend at least $1, then you have one ticket later on to win a golden leaf. There will never be more than 10 golden leaves. And the cool thing about a golden leaf is it will give you the ability to turn any mutie from a regular foil to a gold foil, which is very, very mighty. Because currently the rarest mutie, the mythical mutie, there are a lot of them, but there's not one gold foil. So when you have a mystical Mutie and you could change it to a gold foil with a golden leaf, then you would be the only owner currently of this. I am pretty sure that the 10 golden leaves will be exactly used that way. That's why there will be only 10 of them and not more. In addition, it's possible now to buy these tamer licenses. The tamer licenses are not needed yet, as I said. Currently, we are in a free-to-play version of the game, and it's not possible to fight anything. But later on, you will need them. There are unlimited tamer licenses, and they will cost $20 each. For the first 10,000, you get only $10 you need to pay, so you have 50% discount. Tamer license is needed if you have your tamer, so you can earn with the game. Yeah, without a tamer license, later on you will not be able to leave the town, and then you cannot hunt muties, you cannot go to farm. You need at least then one tamer license, but it may make sense to have more than one because your tamer has only a certain amount of endurance, and when this is gone, or stamina, and when this is gone, you cannot use the tamer anymore, and it's replenishing over time. Yeah. In addition, tamers have different abilities, and it may be useful to have different of these tamers. And so you need for every tamer, you then need one license. I, for myself, bought 5 licenses now just to have it with a $10 price, but as you see, there are a lot left. I'm not sure that you need to buy them very quickly now. If you buy one, it will be enough. Yeah. And if you need crates anyhow, you need to decide. But in addition to giving you these drops, the crates and the tamer license will give you a daily airdrop of Mute. Mute is the token, as I've already shown you in the other video about Mutera, is the utility token in Mutera. You can use it to buy things in the shop. You can use it to level up your muties. You need it to craft equipment. You need it for everything. You need Mute. So it's very good to get some Mute via this airdrop. And the airdrop will be given 5 years. Every day you will get an airdrop at 3 p.m. depending on the assets you have. As I've shown already in another video, for your muties, for your tamers, and for your Maldives packs, which you have not opened. And in addition, now for your tamer license, you will get 0.05 Mute per day. And for your crates, you will get 0.01 Mute per day. So since this is costing $10 and this only $1 currently, you get more Mute per day for a crate than for a tamer license. Yeah. So I bought enough to get at least 6 Mute per day now. And tomorrow at 3 p.m. CET, the airdrop will start. And then I will try to directly stake my Mute because at 4 p.m. every day, and this will start already on the 15th as well, on 4 p.m. there's staking rewards and it's 0.925% per day. So when you're quick tomorrow and use it in the first hour, then you already get your rewards. And this staking rewards will be given in 5 years long as well, but it will reduce every year. So after 1 year, it's already 0.3% per day or something like that. This is what mainly changed now with the alpha. And I would say we now look together at the game. And I'm very excited. I did not start it yet. You need to load. Some people said they had really long load times. My PC is very fast, and on my laptop it was fast as well. So we see. Start game. Here we are. Dear Fiona. So Fiona is this very legendary tamer. I know things are bad. The phones are not working, there's no electricity, weird animals attacking, and the world is known to the end. But the end. Okay, I'm not doing now reading all this. Be brave, stay strong, follow your heart. Really looks interesting. Okay, HQ. So we are now in the tamer HQ. Are these other tamers or no? I guess it's NPCs. So we can talk to them using the space bar. We can talk to people. It's a coordinator. Welcome to HQ trainees. I'm afraid another space bar you have directly the complete text. But feel free to visit the place. You'll come here once you have your license. Okay. I guess from him we can later on maybe get some quests or something. Top floor is limited to members of the council. Between you and me, it's mostly storage and boring stuff. Okay. So later on there will be a council which are from the people, I guess, who get the most votes. For sure there will be a lot of people with a lot of mood. And they can have decisions on changes in the game, if there are taxes or no, where is going to be the mood spent, which is given to the town. So for example, do we build this bridge here and get a new map available, or do we maybe invest into a new building or something like that? So what does the hand pick us here? Made of Chancellor ore. Beautiful piece. It splintered the first time I used it, but man, beautiful item. Yep. So in Butera it's the same. Design before use it. That's the mission board. Nothing much to do since we had to kill the bridge. Guess I'm picking daisies today. So this really looks cool. Sorry, the council room is off limits unless you have a report to make. Okay. So somewhere, I guess, to get out, we need to get out where we started. So this is the Tamer HQ. And here we get our missions, and here we get a lot of gossip. So we are in the city of Rangat. This is the main city of Andaman, which is the island where we currently are. This is the first region in Mutera. Councilman Tor. We just don't have enough men. I worry we'll have to call upon third geners sooner than I had hoped. So in the last video, I talked a bit about the story of the game. So radiation get up, a lot of people died, especially the older ones, and only the young guys overlived it. And now we are 40 years later on, and the first geners, like Fiona, for example, this legendary tamer, they are, with more like 40 or 45 years, the oldest people alive. And third geners are then people like us who are now getting maybe 15 to 20 years and now starting their career. Look and feel of the game is really nice. You're just walking with WASD or with the cursor. Okay, we cannot go here. But graphic, I loved games like Zelda or Secret of Mana, and it has really the feel like them. Okay, where can we go here? And see these broken cities, though nature has reclaimed nearly the whole city. Not so many people around, so what are you talking to us? That's the tavern. It's only for hunters. Yeah, very cool. Let's take a beer. Well, let's see what they are drinking in Mutera. Where am I? Here on the right side. I laid those planks less than a year ago. This is heartbreaking. Special meals are only for hunters. You get a regular meal at regular times. Okay, later on when we are our tamer license and we are a hunter as well. I swear the food here is as good as makes me heal faster. That's another point. So when we are out there and later on we encounter muties, it's possible that our hunter gets damaged or our tamer gets damaged. And then we need to eat something or maybe drink a potion, healing potion or something which we can craft or buy. Or I guess at least, I've not seen it yet, but this is how I understand it. And then we can restore our health and get out and hunt muties again. We see here two lines, two bars. One is health and the other, I guess, is endurance. And we need endurance to battle and to move around in the maps, for example. Thankfully, the last mute you saw didn't damage this building much. So it seems the muties are not only outside of the city, but they are in the city as well. Okay, you're not talking to me now. This is where we keep the unique ingredients. Getting this cup out of fit was a nightmare. It's a bit of fun in it as well. So, but we cannot interact yet with the food. So we have seen the tavern. There will be no mini map. The developers already said, so you should try to remind yourself where everything is and where you can find things. Oh, this is a councilwoman. I'll have to do for now. It'll have to do for now, Almo. I can't spare anything from the north side defense. A lot of things are not yet making sense to me because I have just a few snips of the history, yeah, of this game, the story. I think a lot of will come when there are more posts from the Mutera people. My baby got us through the hell this decade. I owe it to her. Fix her up. A bike. There was this Discord game they made with Mutera, and you could find a bike there, and it played several years before. So very funny that they now brought a bike here because this may be this bike we found at this Discord game. No, no, no. I think about it. That's a bad idea. Plants aren't meant to grow inside. Okay. Alchemist, this will make for a great garden. Think about it. Easy access to plants. Okay. So he's trying to build up and get some plants in here, and then he can brew some potions which we can buy here later on. So I guess when we find some plants, we can bring it to him and sell it to him to get some mood. Or we can bring our plants here and ask him to brew some potions for us. So is it possible to go up? No, it's not. Is it to go down? No, not yet. So we'll see. So what else? That's possible to get here. No. So I'm sure we could, in 30 minutes or so, we will be able to see the complete. Hey, third gen. Like I said, we are a third generation tamer. Enjoying the Stroll license exam soon. Don't worry, you got this. Okay. It's nice that someone at least is giving us some support here. God, sweet plains are that way, but we can't let you pass without a mutie. Okay. God, Simon, huh, when I was in your age, I was twice your size. They don't make them like they used to. Okay, yeah. In earlier times, everything was better. It's not only in Germany, it's as well here in Mutera. I wonder when we get back out there. The jungle's gotten much worse this past month. So I really like this game. It really makes fun. I cannot do much, but I can talk to the people, and I can't wait until this 4 to 5 weeks are over. We can really get out of this town and look at the maps around and find some muties, gather some things, craft things. This is such a deep game, or it will be later on when everything's developed. I mean, this is an alpha. It will take, I guess, it will take at least half a year or even longer to really bring a lot of utility into this. It will be step by step. At the start, now here's it's Tema HQ, I guess. From here we came. One more building should be here somewhere. Oh, let's see if maybe we can go up there. And somewhere we should be able to leave the town when I understood it correctly. So we go here. Can we get further here somehow? Oh, where do we go here? Some mechanical device. Hey, back off. That's my crane. I'm the only one allowed to touch it. Okay, this guy may be a builder for something. And there's another building. Okay, yeah. I'm barely keeping up with the numbers, at least without the jungle expedition. I can catch up on inventory. I think here's the store. No. Storage. Authorized entry only. See Kane. Okay. So we need to talk to Kane later on to get entry to the storage. I mean, this is no modern graphics, but these retro games are what really are looking for the fun and not for graphics. What can we do here? Sorry, we just destroyed the bridge to the jungle again. We'll have to repair it first. So that's another point, like I said before. We as players will have the order later on to bring certain stuff to the town, and when we bring it, then enough people joining, then we will be able as a community to restore this bridge. So it's not that everyone is gathering this, and for every person this bridge will be. It's not in an instance that everyone has it on their own, but We will make it together, and we can develop this game world together. When everyone joins forces, we will have this bridge repaired, and then we can go to the northern jungle, for example. Yeah. If we don't do this, or if only a few people will try, then it will take ages to get to the northern jungle. Example given. And so it's with other things as well. So, who are you? Jean, the garden is that way. You can go. You can't yet get through. Garrett couldn't control the young mutants and they are wreaking havoc. Okay. No, it's not possible yet. Too bad. Young Muties is maybe as well some hint at the Discord game because we had the decision to find young muties and we could every player could have the choice to keep the muties or and get some free muties for his inventory later on when the game starts, or to donate the muties to the city so they can be raised later on and help the city to to grow, or we could kill the muties and get additional mute. And most of us, or enough people, decided to donate their muties they found to the city. So I guess these are the muties that we second geners in the Discord game found. And this already has an impact on the game world. And this is one of the most exciting things for me, is really this possibility to influence the game world with the things you're doing. And it's not only, okay, I'm going outside and I craft some things and I gather resources, but it's as well to have decisions. I find something, do I keep it for myself or do I give it to the city? Do I promote city growth or do I promote my own growth? Do I play together with some other members or do I play on my own? And this will create so much fun and so much community play, so many options. Later on, it shall be possible to buy houses here for yourself or for your association. Associations are guilds in Mutera. So much things which are coming. I just hope that the developers will not lose face, time, and money. So please, I think we have seen enough for first run. I'm just stopping now here. So I guess what I've seen now is really cool. I can't wait to play this game really with fighting muties. The only thing we need is some people supporting the developers and giving the developers the necessary time to make this really shine. I hope you will do this and hope you will join Mutera, give it a try, and then after 4 to 5 weeks, I hope together with you to rebuild this city and bring glory to Andaman and Rangat, I guess, was the city. I hope you had fun watching this video, and if that's the way, then please give me a like. Please ring the bell so you're not missing any more videos on this channel. And I hope to see you again. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye. Your Kelda 1982.